me introduce myself. My name is David Saggers. I'm going to take you on a journey back into London's 17th century, Sir Christopher Michael Wren's time. He was one of the most highly acclaimed English architects in history. On Sunday, September the 2nd, 1666, a fire began at a baker's premises in Pudding Lane. It was become known as the Great Fire of London. It raced through the city's densely packed wooden buildings for 5 days, destroying 80% of London, wiping out 13,200 houses and 89 churches. Soldiers from the Tower of London barracks brought the fire under control, taking advantage of the light winds and creating effective fire breaks by blowing up buildings. Even with so much destroyed, there was relatively little loss of life. This plaque marks where the fire began at a bakery in Pudding Lane. Between 1671 and 1677, a tall Portland stone Roman Doric column was erected. Designed by Christopher Wren, it is known simply as the Monument. Built at a cost of £13,450 11 shillings and 9pence. Christopher Wren was knighted on the 14th of November 1673, 2 years after the building was started. It is the tallest single stone column in the world, standing 202 feet in height, the distance to the bakery in Pudding Lane that was the source of the fire. At the top, symbolising the fire, is a copper vase of flames. Wren's original proposal was to place a statue of the king on top, but Charles objected, stating, "I did not start the fire." This sculpture on the side of the base has several figures. The seated female figure represents London. Opposite, standing on raised stone steps, is King Charles II in Roman dress, looking towards London, commanding 3 of his attendants to descend to her relief. 4 dragons cling to the corners of the pedestal. They are protecting the City of London and are the oldest in the city. The monument is constructed with a plinth at the base on which stands a pedestal with a fluted column above. Within is a spiral staircase of 311 steps to reach the public balcony. It is well worth the long climb, providing a fine view of the city. The Port of London, Tower Bridge and St Paul's can all be seen. This cage was added in the mid-19th century after 6 people had committed suicide by jumping to their death. A lesser known fact about the monument is that it was purposely designed to serve 2 functions, as a memorial landmark and a scientific instrument. Wren, aided and abetted by his friend and fellow designer Robert Hooke, who in 1662 had been appointed curator of experiments. The centre shaft was used as a zenith telescope to observe the movement of the Earth round the Sun from a fixed position, with a clear view of the sky through the ornamental urn with its hinged lid. Hooke would take accurate barometric pressure readings from the inside of the column. He knew what height he was by counting the steps, as they are all 6 inches high. They also built an underground laboratory directly beneath the vertical shaft. Unfortunately, vibrations from passing traffic rendered the experimental conditions unsuitable.